Yeah. Something in the dark is calling out my name. Every time the sun goes down, I feel the change. Heartbeat racing like a fire in my veins. Every moment turning pages in the flames. Electric in the air, I feel the tension rise. City lights reflecting deep inside your eyes. Lost between the shadows and the skyline glow. This is where the broken hearts ignite the show. I feel the energy burning inside of me. We're gonna set this free tonight. Let's light it up tonight, like a meteor burning through the sky. We won't fade into the night. With diamonds in the dark, we're gonna shine. Light it up tonight. Let the fire in our souls collide. We won't fall without a fight. So light it up tonight. Yeah. So light it up tonight. Yeah. Turn the lights low, feel the bass in your chest. Every doubt in my head getting laid to rest. We were stuck in the shadows, living half alive. Now we're breaking through the dark just to finally rise. See the sparks in the sky like a signal flare. Every voice in the crowd saying we're still here. Every scar, every loss, turn the spark to a flame. Now the whole world's burning when they scream our name. We were lost in the noise, trying just to survive. Now the sound of the night makes the moment ignite. So we strike like lightning when the beat drops down. Turn the fear into fire when the world shuts down. The energy breaking the chains in me. We're gonna set this free tonight. Let's light it up tonight, like a meteor burning through the sky. We won't fade into the night. With diamonds in the dark, we're gonna shine. Light it up tonight. Let the fire in our souls collide. We won't fall without a fight. So light it up tonight. Your eyes shining through the night. Your voice pulling me to the light. My head keeps spinning. The world keeps shifting. But we won't disappear. Let's light it up tonight, like 1,000 stars across the sky. We won't fade into the night. We're burning brighter every time. Light it up tonight. Let the darkness finally ignite. We won't fall without a fight. So light it up tonight. Yeah.
Listen up. The phone rings. You answer it. And suddenly your night turns into a damn nightmare. You think you're safe. Nobody is safe tonight. The silence creeps across the floor. A shadow standing at the door. Cold breath hiding in the dark. Another victim, another mark. Your heartbeat racing in your chest. You pray tonight won't be your last. A whisper crawling through the line. I'm coming for you right on time. Run if you want. Scream if you try. But when the mask appears, you know you're gonna die.
Ghostface rising in the dead of night.
Late in the dark where the fear ignites.
Hear the screams under blood-red skies.
Nobody escapes when Ghostface arrives.
Running through shadows, nowhere to
The
hide.
killer laughs while terror collides.
When the phone rings Tonight you die.
Oh, streetlights flicker, bodies fall, bloody messages on the wall. Different killers wear the face, but the nightmare never leaves this place. Every sequel, every scream, another victim in the dream. A twisted game of fear and fate, and you just answered way too late.
You feel the panic in your veins, the terror driving you insane. The mask appears inside your mind.
Ghostface is always right behind.
Face rising in the dead of night.
Blade in the dark where the fear ignites.
Hear the screams under blood-red sky.
Nobody escapes when Ghostface surrounds.
Face rising, terror unleashed.
The nightmare hunts you like a beast.
When the phone rings, say goodbye.
Ghostface lives.
Tonight you die.
Let me tell you something. This isn't just a killer. This is a legend built from fear. Every generation, someone new puts on the mask. And when they do, the screaming starts all over again.
Mask, blade,
Hey,
scream. Run, hide, bleed. The horror never ends. Ghostface rising from the grave of fear. Hear the whispers drawing near.
echoes of screams forever remain.
Ghostface rises again and again. Ghostface rising, hear the cry.
Under the moon where the victims lie.
The mask will haunt you till the end.
Ghostface lives again. Hello. What's your favorite scary movie?
This is a song about
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Rudy, aka Mr. Rudy. Today we're gonna do some movie review. Start up my favorite franchise in the horror scene is Scream. So I'm gonna do from Scream 1 all the way to the new one, but I'm gonna break it down each movie review of it. And we're going to discuss it. We're going to rank it later on, not tonight. When the whole saga is over, we're going to rank it. Who's the best Ghostface killer? Who's ranking all the Scream movies? And many more. And first started, I'm a big fan of the horror genre. Totally. Because I first started watching horror movie, I was a kid, growing up with the Freddy Krueger, Number on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, Jason, Scream. More bits of like I'm into like the slasher. Now I get into like the Terrifier, Art the Clown, many more I watch, but I'm not gonna remember each slasher of genre up there, but they're like comedy, horror, so many genre of horror out there that you would like to watch. And so far, I'm planning to do a movie night during my at the Discord, join Rudy Discord, and we're gonna do like a movie night, like talk about horror. We're not gonna post it on YouTube, due to copyright strike, all that stuff. So we're gonna watch it on the Discord and for free. So you can join my Discord. And I'm going to leave the tab for my Discord Where is it? Do-do-do. Yeah. Oh, okay. I found it. So Geek said, "Damn, Rudy, you're gonna watch a whole movie? Laughing now. You're good. You go, boy. Thank you, Zcat Broadcast." And so every Friday night, I'm planning to do a movie night. So if you want to join my Discord, first we're gonna start off watching Scream 1. Then next following week, we're gonna watch Scream 2, 3, then 4, then Scream from the 2018 one. Or was it 2020? I don't remember. Cause I think about Halloween. That's Halloween. I'm gonna call Scream 5, then 6, then the new one, Scream 7, and we're gonna talk about it. And so far, I want to check how my boy Airstream is doing so far. I know he's live. Oh, he finished already. Oh, he finished already. So I'm gonna give him a shout out. Go subscribe to his YouTube channel. The Arrow killing it with the wrestling content. If you like WWE, AEW, TNA, or any wrestling stuff, go to my friend Everstream show. Arrow just ended. Oh, okay. Thank you, Chef Monkey. So let's start up with so basically I'll follow my favorite YouTube channel talking about horror is Dead Meat. So basically Dead Meat is more like he cover everything for all the horror fans, and he do like movie reviews, do the kill count, and many more he does. I'm a huge fan of them and how to break it down each Scream movie. But we're gonna start with Scream 1. In more detail, more information people don't know about Scream. Let's get into it and fair use.
Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies. I'm James H. Janice, and I am so MFing excited, y'all, because we are once again looking at Scream 1996, which competes with The Thing as my all-time favorite horror movie. I can't say enough about how much Scream has influenced me.
So basically, just as one of the character at play as Billy Loomis, and the actor name is Steve.
Y'all, because we are once again looking at Scream 1996, which competes with The Thing as my all-time favorite horror movie. I can't say enough about how much Scream has influenced me. I remember running scared from the opening scene as a 7 or 8-year-old and being proud of myself when I overcame that fear just a couple years later. I watched the first 3 installments religiously during my first horror movie obsession, back when I learned HTML just to code my own website.
So basically, Scream was my first horror movie I watched. As a kid, and like at first I was scared because back in the day, before we didn't have cell phone anything, we used to have the regular phone that connected on the wall. So yeah.
While I didn't catch Scream 4 when it first came out, it was filmed in my college town of Ann Arbor, Michigan. And of course, I had a freaking cameo in Scream 5. The coolest thing Chelsea.
So basically they did a cameo from Scream 5. So Demi did a cameo.
And I have ever done, besides get married. This franchise means the world to me, and these kill counts will not be unbiased. But honestly, no review is. I'm just being upfront about how important this series, and especially this first film, is to me. I mean, I wrote about it in a published book. But Scream isn't just important to me, it's important to the horror genre overall. I'd argue it's one of the 5 most influential horror films ever made. It kicked off a second wave of...
As you know that Wes Craven, I cannot pronounce his name, Wes, who created the Number in Elm Street, Freddy Krueger, that he created Scream.
Slashers, the subgenre so integral to horror, people often think they're one and the same. Slashers were made huge by Halloween and Friday the 13th and ruled the genre in the early 80s. But by the mid-1990s, they were a joke of their former selves, and the horror genre had...
Yeah, basically the horror genre, it started with Freddy, Jason. I want to say Chainsaw Massacre because it's one of them, also part of the genre, but mostly Wes Craven, the created idea of Number in Elm Street and Scream. And Scream is still keep on going. But Number in Elm Street was all good with Robert Englund, but I don't like the reboot one they did a while back. It's not the same, but I would stick to Robert Englund one.
Largely disappeared from the zeitgeist. That's not to say there weren't good horror flicks still coming out. There were, but to the general audience, horror films were just stereotypes. They were a punchline. Scream came in and acknowledged that the genre was full of tropes, but not in a jokey way like Jason Lives had done a decade prior. Instead, Scream kept the stakes high and the horror grounded. The characters talked about the same horror movies the audience had seen in real life. It might be hard to understand now when every movie is filled with references, but back then, it was unusual for characters to show this specificity of pop culture knowledge. It wasn't every day you were hearing references to the...
Yeah, now these days, Scream is also a pop culture icon. Now they're doing like cons, horror cons, that you can meet the cast from Scream. And I have met I would say half or 80% of it for the cast from Scream. I'm a big horror guy.
Howling.
What's that werewolf movie with E.T.'s mom in it?
The Howling.
The Whip-Smart script was written by Kevin Williamson, whose work perfectly captured the spirit of teenagers in the 90s. After Scream, Williamson would create Dawson's Creek and write more horror films that encapsulated the era. Finding a director proved a bit of a challenge, though, with George Romero and Sam Raimi both passing on the script. Wes Craven also turned it down at first, but changed his mind after hearing Drew Barrymore was attached. And after a young fan at a convention had told him his...
crazy that Sam Raimi and the other one, Sam Raimi, he's the one did with Spider-Man from the Tobey Maguire, Toby Spider-Man. I was shocked. Imagine he did it. It'd be a different direction.
Sam Raimi both passing on the script. Wes Craven also turned it down at first, but changed his mind after hearing Drew Barrymore was attached. And after a young
Can't believe it. Wes Craven turned it down first, then he get it back. He get it because Barrymore was going to be in the movie.
fan at a convention had told him his movies had gotten too soft. Craven didn't start directing until he was in his 30s, when he made Last House on the Left, a zero-budget rape revenge film. He'd go on to make a few more horror flicks before creating A Nightmare on Elm Street in 1984. That gave the world Freddy Krueger, the biggest horror icon of the 80s. But I guess that wasn't enough for old Wes, since he made another monster hit with Scream a dozen years later. Wes would stick with the series for the rest of his life, with Scream 4 his last directorial effort before he passed away in 2015.
So his last film was Scream 4, and he passed away. He's a true legend icon, bringing us great horror movie and character.
Thanks in large part to his efforts, Scream is one of the strongest horror franchises through and through. Every installment gives a sort of state of the genre, discussing and reflecting on horror's tendencies at any given time. The first dissects slashers, the second explores the rules of a sequel, and the third caps off the original trilogy by going full-blown Hollywood. A decade later, Scream 4 came out, guns a-blazing at torture porn and the proliferation of remakes. Another decade would pass before the fifth film tackled so-called elevated horror, and more pointedly, the more recent requel phenomenon. Aside from the first film, no Scream is perfect, but no Scream is bad either. It's great. As for the original, it's one of those movies where everything just came together. It's got a hell of a cast, an engaging whodunit mystery, and fucking Ghostface, man! Everybody knows Ghostface, and his voice.
Hello, Sydney.
The first three Screams were released between 1996 and 2000, and were then directly parodied by Scary Movie later that year. In other words, Scream was the horror subgenre of the late 90s. I used to take that for granted, since I was a kid at the time. But looking back, it's hard not to appreciate its impact.
So basically, who do Ghostface voice is Samuel L. Jackson. And also, he's also doing the voice of Mojo Jojo from the Pop-Up Girls.
Scream's funny, it's scary, and it was a massive success. And it all started with a phone.
And also, I forgot to mention that Scary Movie like to make jokes about horror movies. Hey, Scary Movie is coming soon.
Phone call. Oh, hey, speak of the devil. Hello?
Hello, Jamothy. I want to play a game.
Who is this?
You should worry less about that and more about keeping your precious count filmable.
If you need to record anything over the internet, I cannot think of a more seamless way than Riverside to do it. We're now having a look at Riverside's editor. Riverside has automatically transcribed our show in its entire.
Oh my god. What do you want?
It's simple, Mr. Counter. You get all these sponsorships. Now it's time to prove you know what you're talking about. Answer 3 questions about today's sponsor, Raycons, and the kill count script can survive.
Is that all? Let's do this.
If you say so. How much battery life do you get on one charge?
Huh. Child's play. 8 hours of playtime and 32 hours in the battery case.
Don't get cocky. That's just a warm-up. First real question. How many colors do Raycon earbuds come in?
Okay. Mine are flare red, and then there's carbon black, rose gold, frost white, and electric blue.
Correct. Next, how many 5-star reviews does Raycon have?
That would be 50,000. Is this the best you've got? I'm almost embarrassed for you.
Fine. You want a challenge? What are the 3 Raycon sound profiles?
Okay, that would be pure sound, ideal for podcasts and audiobooks. Balanced sound, ideal for music like jazz, pop, and rock. And bass sound, ideal for music like hip hop and EDM. Boom! Cough up the script, bitch!
Damn it! How do you know so much?
Because I love my Raycons, bro. I use them all the time. From when I'm working to when I'm working out. And they fit in my ear a lot better than I fit through doggy doors.
Fine.
Check out Raycons for yourself and get 15% off your purchase at the link in the description. Or go to buyraycon.com/deadmeat. Now let's sit back and take a trip to NorCal in the 90s and find out how many kills there were in Scream. The movie begins with a phone call. Oh man, someone dialed title card! Woodsboro High School student Casey Becker answers the phone to a velvety, sexy voice. She says the caller has the wrong number, but he calls back again anyway.
Especially someone gave her the wrong call, so she answered the phone.
Wind up talking about Jiffy Pop and then about scary movies.
You like scary movies?
So right now, Ghostface is talking to her on the phone.
What's your favorite scary movie?
They name drop Halloween and Wes Craven's own Baby, A Nightmare on Elm Street.
I like that movie. It was scary.
Wow, well, the first one was, but the rest sucked.
Oh, come on, Wes. Even New Nightmare?
I did not write that line.
Oh.
That part got me laughing. Wes Craven, I never said that line.
Fair enough. I mean, you can't knock New Nightmare. It was Craven's testing ground for meta horror, released 2 years prior to Scream. It featured the actors and Craven playing real versions of themselves, while an evil entity takes on Freddy Krueger's appearance and tries to infiltrate the real world. Wes Craven's New Nightmare is a great movie, but
for me, it was a good movie also. And also, the little boy was in the new number entry. He's going to be on a con pretty soon, but near Monsterpalooza. So
didn't resonate with audiences the way Scream did. I think the difference is the comedy in Kevin Williamson's script. New Nightmare is way drier and takes itself more seriously. Of course, despite its humor, Scream keeps scares as its priority.
Why do you want to know my name?
I want to know who I'm looking at.
Fucking chills. This whole opening scene, one of the best in horror history, is an homage to the opening scene of When a Stranger Calls. Scream's references to other horror movies are way too vast to mention in a kill count. I know I've said this before, but
I like it how James explained each detail, Easter egg, but different genre than what they get it from of horror.
I do hope to make a separate video detailing them sometime. And if I don't, well, I'm sorry, okay? Before you can pull a Magnum and say, pop, pop, the caller's voice changes from sexy to scary.
You hang up on me again, I'll gut you like a fish, understand?
This threat of home invasion gets Casey jumping scared, and she reaches a fever pitch when she sees her boyfriend Steve Orth tied up outside. The caller tells her she can try to save his life while creating a catchphrase for a puppet.
I want to play a game.
The game is Ghostface's Horror Trivia Night. Casey correctly names Michael Myers as the killer in Halloween, but
so Ghostface, I'm gonna give you like a trivia question, live or die. If you answer wrong, you're gonna die. If you keep answering the right question, you go into the next question, to the next question.
Fumbles the ball when it comes to Friday the 13th.
Jason!
So basically, I asked this question to any horror fan. I go, name the killer of the Friday the 13th. And everybody give me the answer is Jason. I go, no. Because Friday the 13th, it was Panama, Jason mom. Jason come later in the sequel.
Jason!
As any pedantic horror-loving kid knew to annoy their friends with, like me, Pamela Voorhees was the killer in Friday the 13th. Adult Jason showed up in the sequel. And don't even get me started about the hockey mask. Because Casey got it wrong, Steve loses his life. He gets stabbed to death in the dark. The lighting and editing is a little cheesy, but it is a solid evisceration in the end, especially in the unrated version. Them guts be sloppy! Effects for Scream were done by the ubiquitous K&B Effects group. For Steve's death, they made a chair with no back so actor Kevin Patrick Walls could kneel behind it, with his upper half sticking out over a fake abdomen. The belly was filled with rubber, latex, gelatin, and fake blood that then fell to the ground, something the MPAA was not a fan of, which is why it's cut in the R-rated version. With a chair through Casey's window, we're off to the races. There's no place to hide, but Casey arms herself with a knife, and even uses the phone as a weapon when she needs to. Eventually, though, while going the distance, Casey's caught by Ghostface. Probably shouldn't have started running in slow motion, Case. That was dumb. The violence here is much more realistic than a lot of slash.
Yeah, I feel like every victim, the algorithm runs slow, not fast enough. And I feel like the villain can catch up to them. Like for Michael Myers, he's super slow walking. But how you get captured by Michael Myers? He walks so slow. You can run him, but poof! Yeah, I know what the heck he came from.
And even more impactful is the emotional moment as Casey tries to call out for her parents. They end up hearing her through the phone as she's stabbed to death by Ghostface. They helplessly listen as their teenage daughter takes her final breath. Even worse is when they come outside. It is not a pretty sight. Casey's death was done in a similar way to Steve's, combining Barrymore and a fake corpse, but this time they made a full-body dummy since it had to be hanging from a tree. The death of Drew Barrymore's character was a huge twist for the theater-going audience. The movie had marketed the shit out of her involvement, so it became a surprise and also a reference to Janet Leigh in Psycho, who was billed as the star but died 47 minutes in. Drew had her beat by 34. Interestingly, it was Barrymore's idea to take the role of the cold open victim. She was originally cast as Sidney Prescott, the actual final girl, but
so basically she's supposed to be the main character. Sidney Prescott. The actor will be Ned Campbell, but she turned it down or due to scheduling thing. But
changed her mind about starring in the film only 6 weeks before production began. I'm not sure why. Maybe she only wanted to work the 5 days it took them to shoot the opening, which took place in April 1996 at the very start of production. Taking over for her was the 22-year-old Neve Campbell, who had been in The Craft and 2 seasons of Party of 5. Campbell's acting is the bedrock of Scream's success. Sidney Prescott is my favorite final girl of all damn time, even if her taste in dudes is greasy-haired window climbers like Billy Loomis. Sid's boyfriend is played by Skeet Ulrich, whose intensity is only...
Skeet Ulrich, he's super nice. If you meet him as my bad. He's super nice. You meet him at a con. Super nice guy to talk to. And Ned Campbell, she's like super sweet. I'm glad I met her because she was doing one day at signing.
Matched by his good looks. He's well known now among a certain audience as Jughead's dad in Riverdale. Billy
Jarhead dad, Riverdale. Who watched Riverdale? I need to watch that. I remember watching the cartoon Archie Adventure, but I never seen the real live Riverdale.
Desperately wants to get into Sydney's pants, but she hasn't been interested in intimate affairs this past year. Sorry about your dry dick, Bill, but try to have some understanding. Sid's still mourning her mom.
Only a year ago, Maureen Prescott, wife and mother, was found raped and murdered not far from this peaceful town square.
That human highlighter is Gail Weathers, loudest clown at the media circus that descends on Woodsboro High. Media criticism is a big part of the Scream films. Then 30-year-old Kevin Williamson was inspired to write Scream, originally entitled Scary Movie, while house-sitting by himself one weekend. He watched a sensationalized news report about the 1990 Florida serial killer deemed the Gainesville Ripper. He was so freaked out he called a friend for comfort, and they talked about their favorite scary movies. Williamson's script was immediately popular.
So remember the scary movie? Basically, he wrote the title Scary Movie, but he changed it to Scream. Remember the Scary Movie, the funny comedy about the Rain Brothers? Yeah.
And a bidding war broke out between production companies. It was ultimately purchased by Dimension Films, which, along with its parent company, Miramax, was founded by the Weinstein brothers, Harvey and Bob. Bob specifically made some major decisions for this film, like releasing it in December and changing its name from Scary Movie to Scream, inspired by the Michael and Janet Jackson duet of the same name. I fucking hate that these fucks are part of this movie's DNA. In my research, I kept having to see the same picture of that nasty ogre and his fuckhead brother. It was gross. Sydney's tragic recent past earns her sympathy from Principal Fonzie and the Woodsboro PD. It's headed by Sheriff Burke, played by Joseph Whipp, who also played a cop in Nightmare on Elm Street. Woodsboro's deputy, Dwight Dewey Riley, is extra caring towards Sydney. That's cause he's the older brother of her best friend Tatum, played by Rose McGowan. Sid and Tatum Tots hang out with the rest of the gang at the Friends Fountain, which includes Grease Bucket Billy.
Oh yeah, let me tell you. Wait, let me go back. So, you know, Officer David Riley? That's her, David Riley, real dad.
Whipp, who also played a cop in Nightmare on Elm Street. Woodsboro's deputy, Dwight Dewey Riley, is extra caring towards Sydney. That's cause he's the older brother of her best friend Tatum, played by Rose McGowan. Sid and Tatum Tots hang out with the rest of the gang at the Friends Fountain, which includes Grease Bucket Billy, Tatum's boyfriend Stu Macher, and Randy Meeks, the geeky fifth wheel of the group, who makes movie references and talks in silly voices.
Did you really put her liver in the mailbox? Because I heard that they found her liver in the mailbox.
Not to be outdone by Jamie Kennedy, Matthew Lillard makes sure to choose some scenery and
yeah. So me, Steve, Nick Campbell, Matthew Lillard, really nice, sweet guy. His line is huge. I'm gonna put like it's more like it. I'm gonna put like a part reference. You have a big line at JDF, Jason David Frank Klein, same thing. Jimmy Kennedy, awesome guy, great guy to talk to.
Himself.
Never alone. Ow, liver. It was a joke.
And he will choose so much more.
I look back at that performance, I'm like, what was he letting me do?
Sydney gets back home, which is empty for the weekend. Earlier, her dad told her he was going out of town for a convention. Wonder if it's the same one Rand Peltzer got stuck at. Sid's house, like Casey's, is huge and empty, so she probably shouldn't be there all alone. Not with you-know-who calling around.
Hello, Sydney.
The iconic voice on the phone was provided by Roger L. Jackson, who would later go on to voice Mojo Jojo in the Powerpuff Girls. Craven never let the other actors meet Jackson, keeping him a scary stranger voice while they filmed their scenes.
So, Samuel L. Jackson, cool guy. I show Cole the autograph I got. I go. Also, it's in my YouTube page, YouTube short, like all the Scream actors and autograph I got. And so far, that's it. Oh, Samuel L. Jackson. People never met him because you want to be hidden. You want to come back and go, hey, what's up, guys? I'm Ghostface voice. You know, but we have to keep it a hidden secret.
I'm working, I have a monitor there, so I can see through the camera's POV, though they can't see me, of course.
The caller once again plugs my interview show when he asks Sydney, what's your favorite scary movie? In response, Sydney talks shit about the genre.
They're all the same. Some stupid killer stalking some big-breasted girl who can't act, who's always running up the stairs when she should be going out the front door. It's insulting.
Her shallow judgment of horror is met with the caller breaking out his scary voice.
Do you want to die, Sydney? You
mother sure didn't.
Ghostface appears from inside her house and attacks Nev Campbell's stunt double. They talk joke, but she fends him off with a kick that sends him flying. With the front door locked, she's forced to be a stereotype, but keeps the ghost-faced killer out of her.
Remember, they'll have stunt double into the fighting scene.
Bedroom long enough for her 14 4K internet to connect her to the police. A Billy boy suddenly pops in through the window, hugs Sid, and drops his cellular telephone. Why, I hear only witches have those devices. Witch! Ghost! Damn it, Dewey, why would you hold it like that? Billy is arrested despite his claims of innocence, and Tatum rolls up in her toy car to be there for her best friend. I love Dewey as this boyish Barney Fife, who reverts to being a kid when he learns that Sydney's staying overnight with them.
Does Mom know?
Yes, Doofus.
He's such a funny leading male character.
Yeah. David O'Reilly or Officer Doofy. Funny character, and people love him.
Damn it, Dewey.
What did Mama tell you? When I wear this badge, you treat me like a man of the law.
Billy and his werewolf-looking dad maintain his innocence, but Sydney don't know what to think about her boyfriend. She definitely know what to think about Gail Weathers, though, who's slinking around the station looking for a scoop. Gail's been writing a book about the murder of Sydney's mom, but Sid didn't exactly put in a pre-order.
I'll send you a copy.
If that happened today, I bet someone would make an auto-tune version that went...
Yeah. Basically, Gail Weathers she's a news reporter, but she liked to write books. So why she liked to dig more information to write her book. Because last time she wrote a book was Sydney's mom.
Viral.
I'll send you a copy. Bam! Bitch went down. I'll send you a copy. Bam! Sid. Super bitch. Super bitch. Bam! Bitch went down.
Sydney hates Gail because her book is trying to exonerate Cotton Weary, the man arrested for murdering Sydney's mother a year ago. Gail thinks Cotton is innocent, and if these latest killings are connected, maybe she could prove it.
If I'm right about this, I could save a man's life. Do you know what that could do for my book sales?
Hit you in the face with book sales. She approaches the case through the proudly stated 25-year-old Deputy Dewey. It doesn't take long for her to start whittling her way into his naive heart. Gail and Dewey's relationship is so fun to watch throughout the series, especially since it led to a real-life romance and marriage between David Arquette.
So there was Dewey and Gail Weathers are married real life. I think in Scream 2, but later on Scream 5, the divorce.
And Courtney Cox. And it all starts here with this well-written and well-acted conversation.
In a demographic study, I proved to be most popular amongst males 11 to 24. I guess I just missed you.
I'm 25. I was 24 for a whole year.
David Arquette is absolutely hilarious in this role. Dewey's my favorite, man, eating his little ice cream cone while discussing suspects. He even kind of misses putting his sunglasses on. God, he's the best. Dewey was originally written as a more muscly hunk, but after being cast as one of the high schoolers, David Arquette requested he play the deputy instead, partly because it meant he'd get to kiss Courtney Cox. Aside from possibly Drew Barrymore, the 31-year-old Cox was the most well-known of the cast, being 2 seasons deep into Friends. She had to lobby hard to get the role of Gail Weathers, since at first Craven didn't think she could be bitchy enough. Billy is released since his cell phone records are clean, but he's still guilty of being an asshole about Sydney's mom's death.
No, it's been a year.
Tomorrow. 1 year tomorrow.
So it's been 1 year since Sydney's mom passed away or murdered.
Well, I think it's time you got over that. I mean, when my mom left my dad, I accepted it. It's the way it is.
Damn, no chill factor at all to this guy.
Stupid.
The rest of the student body's just as bad, flapping their little ghost arms around with Christmas glee. After overhearing some shit talk in the shit closet,
Maybe she's a slut, just like her mother.
Sydney gets attacked, but she escapes pretty easily. Some people think this bathroom attack wasn't from a real ghost face, but I don't see why it wouldn't be, sure as clumsy as they usually are. In any case, it gets school canceled for the day, and Stu immediately declares he's having a party at his farmhouse. He'll carry all the women there! Principal Hembry's not invited, but he'd be too busy anyway, fondling his hair in the mirror and pointing out Wes Craven's cameo that references his earlier horror hit.
Damn little shits.
What'd you call me?
Yeah, Wes Craven was in Scream wearing the Freddy Krueger Christmas sweater. Good for old Wes.
Not your friend. Oh, Wes, you were so cute. Not sure why you're falling down while filming this, though. Hembry gets killed in his office by a Ghostface who was staying late after school. Wonder what club he was part of. Probably theater. How else would he get that sparkly-ass robe? Ghostface's costume is iconic, of course, but they had a hard time figuring out what he should look like. The script simply said a ghostly white mask. Howard Berger of K&B sketched a bunch of initial ideas, but they were way too grotesque and goblin-y to be taken seriously. Luck came upon production while location scouting at the house where they shot Hitchcock's Shadow of a Doubt. The perfect mask was found in a bedroom by producer Marianne Madalena, Wes Craven's longtime producing partner, who was born in Lansing and went to MSU.
So basically, this decided to design a mask for Ghostface. Once it goes to the killer, like they do like a couple sketches. I feel like all the sketches look like more into like a zombie character more. I feel like that, like a zombie character.
Goblin-y to be taken seriously. Luck came upon production while location scouting at the house where they shot Hitchcock's Shadow of a Doubt. The perfect mask was found in a bedroom by producer Marianne Madalena, Wes Craven's longtime producing partner, who was born in Lansing and went to MSU. Go green? Just this once. At first, since they didn't own the copyright for the mask, K&B tried to sculpt their own imitation. Production began with this version, which can be seen in many shots of the opening and every scene with Principal Hembry, since Henry Winkler shot all of his stuff in one day right after they finished the opener. The K&B mask has squintier eyes and a smaller mouth, which is thinner at the bottom, thanks to Scream Trilogy for that info. Craven still preferred the original mask they found in that house though, and eventually they tracked down the makers, Fun World, a small New England company who agreed to let them use it as long as they were always given credit.
Being just a simple country.
So basically, define the mask, define the company, and go, hey, you're using our Scream mask, Ghostface mask, put our name in the credit, and we give you a couple books.
Boy that I am, I said, okay, that's fine. Just be sure that you, in the credits, say Ghostface, courtesy of Fun World Easter Unlimited, our parent company, and send $100.
Fun World masks were used for the rest of the production, and are even in the opening scene thanks to some reshot inserts. Everyone in Woodsboro has their own theories about who the killer is behind that mask. Horror expert Randy thinks that Billy's a guilty boy. Stu thinks it's Sidney's still missing father. Basically, everybody's a suspect! Billy lets Randy know he doesn't appreciate the accusation. Stu lets Randy know he does appreciate his earlobe. The town closes for curfew as Red Right Hand plays, the kick-ass dark cowboy song by Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds that was already used in an earlier montage. It would basically become Scream's unofficial theme song, appearing in all of the films but the fourth one. It's also used as the theme to Peaky Blinders, but it'll always be the Scream song to me. As for Woodsboro, it's played by the city of Santa Rosa, located about an hour north of San Francisco. Woodsboro High was supposed to be played by Santa Rosa High School, but
so Santa Rosa is the how the shoot for Scream 1, and did you can find the house as Stu Marker Stu, and now it's an R&B now.
Even though the school staff agreed to it, the school board shot it down.
They didn't really want to glorify violence against children.
This isn't necessarily just a case of pearl clutching, though. The city, which had a town hall meeting to discuss the school's use in the production, was still reeling from the case of Polly Kloss, a 12-year-old from a nearby town who had recently been kidnapped and murdered. Craven said later on that in retrospect, he understood their concerns, but he was pretty pissed by the last-minute pullout at the time, thus the peculiarity at the end of the credits saying no thanks whatsoever to the school board. Instead, the high school was played by a community center diner in the nearby Sonoma. An hour into the film, we make our way there, folks. The party at 261 Turner Lane, one of the coolest third act locations for a horror film ever. We spend more than 40 minutes at Stu's spacious, twisty farmhouse, all of which is shot on location at a house now known as the Spring Hill Estate. Located in Tamales, this spacious farmhouse sits on a hill super isolated from anything around it. In one of the top 3 coolest things we've ever done with Dead Meat, in November 2021, Chelsea and I were flown out to the Scream house and stayed there overnight. We were amazed at how much the action of the movie matched the house's real layout. We made a damn good video walking through what happens where. Make sure you check it out sometime. There's no better way to make a party lame though than
Dude, I will go check it out. Steve Marker's house. Stay as a couple friends. We do like a Scream thing.
the presence of a cop and a reporter. Dewey's here to play protector, but Gail's guile gets her into the party with him.
You're underage, son. I'm kidding. Have a good time. Once we're driving.
There, she plants a camera pointed at a bunch of drunk teenagers. Gail, you were just asking for legal troubles. Later, she learns her teen feed has a 30-second delay, like she were living in the post-Nipplegate world. Speaking of nips, Tatum heads to the garage to re-up her boyfriend on brewskis. While she's in there, a Ghostface appears, ready to do his best David Byrne.
Oh, you want to play Psycho Killer?
Things start getting serious, enough for a party foul. And after the steel gets broken out, Tatum has no choice but to fight back. Ghostface, you are the sloppiest mess. Look at you, man. You're covered in beer. You're doing clown stunts and shit. Ghostface gets the last laugh when Tatum tries to crawl out through a cat door while incorrectly estimating her bust. She's stuck as the killer turns on the world's...
I don't know why she was instead going to a cat door or dog door to get in, but she can't fit. I would say if I was like me and Ghostface, I would fight Ghostface. Like do something, then get out, or beat up Ghostface. Leave him out country, open the garage door, and take out running.
Strongest garage door motor, and killed when she's crushed against the roof of the garage. Even Ghostface is like, wow, that really worked? This memorable kill was a bit difficult to do. They had to nail Rose McGowan to the inside of the garage door so she wouldn't fall out. She clearly fits through it most of the time. They used a fake body for the ultimate crushing shot, which had to be cut from the theatrical release. The MPAA kept threatening to give Scream an NC-17. Craven and editor Patrick Lussier had to recut and resubmit it 9 times in order to get the R rating. The party clears out as the trash is brought in. Billy Loomis, looking as greasy as ever. Stu offers them his parents' bedroom, and Sid takes him up on the opportunity. She apologizes to Billy for her chastity, saying she was afraid of becoming like her mother. I always forget how much Maureen Prescott's promiscuity is mentioned in this movie. No. Well, nothing like talking about your mom's sex life to get you in the mood. Sydney finally goes to Pound Town with Billy, which is not what you're supposed to do if you're in a horror movie, according to Randy downstairs. He interrupts a viewing of Halloween to go over the rules of surviving a horror film. No sex is number 1, followed by no drugs or alcohol, and finally, you can never say I'll be right back, because you won't be back.
I'm getting another beer. You want one?
I like this part, this scene, how Randy explained the rules. 1, no sex. That's a no-no. 2, I forgot 2, 3. Don't say I'll be right back.
1, yeah, sure. I'll be right back.
Gail's not into this meta shit, so she leaves with Dewey. He's checking out a car reported on the side of the road. The party dies down more, and the last guests leave after they hear that Principal Himbry's body is hanging from the school's flagpole. In fact, this is why Himbry was killed in the first place. It was a late addition to the script, done solely to clear out the last of the party extras. On their way out, the teens drive Dewey and Gail from the side of the road, and closer together. Ooh, these two about to be horizontally dancing in the dark. The romance is cut short when they find the reported car, owned by Sydney's still missing father.
Everybody's a suspect!
Sydney and Billy are debriefing from their bone sesh when her suspicions start to match how her body felt a few minutes ago. Aroused. They're quelled when Ghostface appears in the ghost flesh and flays Billy's torso.
So Ghostface attacked Billy Loomis, And so Cindy think it'll be him as Ghostface, but we know the detail of it.
So with a knife. He calls out for Sid, then collapses, kicking off an elaborate chase scene through the house. Awesome chase scenes are a staple of Scream movies, and this one starts that motif off strong. Again, check out the video we did to see how much it follows the place's real layout. Sydney winds up falling backwards onto a big old boat mattress, and the sight of Tatum's corpse sends her fleeing from the farmhouse. She takes refuge inside the news van with Gale's intrepid cameraman Kenny. Kenny's been around the entire film, just getting abused by Gale. He's played by prolific character actor W. Earl Brown, who also played a morgue attendant in Wes Craven's New Nightmare. Dude put on 20 pounds to play Kenny, since the script had Gale berating him with fat jokes.
Then Kenny, oh my gosh, they killed Kenny, you bastard.
Ghostface nearly murders Randy Meeks, who's talking to Jamie Lee Curtis on the TV. It becomes meta when applied to his own actor, Jamie Kennedy.
Behind you, Jamie, turn around.
This is one of the only shots where Ghostface isn't played by a stunt performer. Another is a shot in the opening scene. Director Craven wears the masks when Casey hits him with the phone, dick! Otherwise, Ghostface was primarily played by 3 stunt performers. Dane Farwell seems to have done most of the work in chase scenes, and had the idea of wiping off the bloody blade after stabs to avoid continuity errors. Lee Waddell played Ghostface at the...
Oh, I met him. Great guy to talk to. And he signed my Ghostface figure also. But I think people don't get credit to the stunt people at all. They give you more credit to the actors. So when I see a stunt double, I'll give them my money to them because they earn it. Also, because people don't give them like the respect of the stunt double because they're putting their body on the line.
Start of production, so he did the opening scene and the attack on Principal Himbry. Finally, stunt coordinator Tony Cesari played Ghostface for the next kill that's about to happen. Cesari was previously on the kill count, doing that amazing fire stunt in the original Nightmare. God, that thing rules. Sid and Kenny watch as Ghostface lingers over Randy, but due to the delay, Ghostface is already at the van and murders Kenny with a throat slit. Brown's look of shock was so convincing, the MPAA demanded it be cut from the theatrical version. Sydney leaves the deadwood behind her and pieces out through the van's escape tunnel, which is not scaled for Ghostface size. Dewey and Gale get back, and while Dewey investigates the now empty house, Gale finds evidence of ne'er-do-welling. Randy pops up and she hits him with the phone, dick! Then finds out Kenny's body is on the roof of the van. Stuck up there something good, too. She has to Tokyo drift it off. That and a flat...
Man, poor Kenny. He's been through a lot.
Sydney in the road causes Gale to crash the van against a tree. Did I do that? Sydney gets back to the house to see Dewdrop stumble out with a knife in his back. Ghostface retrieves his weapon and continues the chase into another vehicle. God damn, dude, you two have been going at it for so long. It's like, will they, won't they already, right? All this running around was taxing as hell. The whole last act, everything at Stu's house, was a single scene in the script that took 21 nights to shoot at the end of production.
When we finished it, we had t-shirts made, I survived scene 118.
Sydney can't trust anyone anymore, what with Randy and Stu both accusing the other of being the killer. Everybody's a suspect! She curses them both as she locks them outside. Billy stumbles out of the bedroom upstairs.
So basically Sydney did not trust Stu and Randy because she thinks both of them are Ghostface, but one of them is a Ghostface.
And all the way down the stairs. Good job, bro. He takes the gun from Sydney and lets Randy back inside so he can show off his best Psycho impression.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
With that, he shoots Randy and reveals himself as the killer. It was Skeet Ulrich wearing the Ghostface suit behind Randy a few minutes ago. Billy reveals that all his blood is just corn syrup and that the stabbing was faked. And who was his accomplice, Ghostface, for that ruse?
Surprise, Sydney.
Yeah, but was it really a surprise? I mean, let's be real. Billy and Stu have looked like murderers in pretty much every scene they're in. Look at that knowing glance. But to be fair,
I first noted that when Stu said, when in the beginning, like he liked to joke around, leave her alone, liver, get it, liver. And I feel like Billy Loomis is all over his face looking like a serial killer.
It's easy to say this in hindsight. I literally can't remember a time I didn't know it was them. With the killers revealed, we get a full 5 minutes in hell as Sydney is tormented by these two, who clearly love each other, by the way, or at least Stu loves Billy. It's probably unrequited. They reveal that they're the ones who murdered Sydney's mom a year ago, then framed that guy Cotton Weary.
It was fun.
While frivolity may have been Stu's only motive, the scene gets more deranged as Billy reveals his. He says his father had been having an affair with Sydney's mother.
She's the reason my mom moved out and abandoned me.
Skeet Ulrich's seriousness is perfectly balanced by Matthew Lillard's camp. Lillard's playing everything as loud as possible, fucking spitting all over the place. Some people think it's annoying, but I think it's art.
It's a scream, baby. Hold on a sec. I'll be right back.
Even Lillard has his doubts sometimes, though.
I go back and watch that. I'm like, first of all, I weigh 80 pounds. Second of all, I spit my way through the whole thing.
Dang, you weighed like 80 pounds back in the days? That's crazy for a tall person? That's wild.
He comes back with Sydney's father, who they're gonna frame for these murders. But first, they've gotta seem like they're survivors, so they play a round of stomach stabs. It's really the best way to build a friendship. Wow, Billy really wants to be Stu's friend, huh? All that bro love is making Stu lightheaded.
I'm feeling woozy here.
Gail shows up with a gun, having made her way back to the house from the accident. But the safety's on, so Billy simply kicks her against a pillar, knocking her down for a little do-nap. Before he shoots her dead, they realize Sydney's gotten away. She calls with the voice changer to taunt them, and it angers Billy so much, he forgets how to hang up properly.
Fucking hit me with the phone, dick!
K&B Effects used over 50 gallons of fake blood for Scream, a lot of which was used in this finale. It's actually what led to that line.
These little improv moments came out of because he hit me with the phone. You know, it slipped out of his hands because it was bloody.
Whether written or improvised, this scene is full of Lillard lines that I honestly quote to fucking death.
My mom and dad are gonna be so mad at me.
Sydney emerges from the closet to stab Billy with an umbrella. That scream from Ulrich is real. Nev Campbell, or the stunt performer, missed the protective vest he was wearing and accidentally actually stabbed him. Stu tags in, but after a tussle...
Now go back. So, during the stab, so they're not, Steve not wearing a vest. I remember like something with his heart, or he went like something with surgery that time, a while back. So it's real life when he screamed that. Well, he screamed on it.
Scream from Ulrich is real. Nev Campbell, or the stunt performer, missed the protective vest he was wearing and accidentally actually stabbed him. Stu tags in, but after a tussle over the couch, Sydney breaks a vase over his head and dumps a TV on him. It Daniel fries him to death. Zoinks! I'm gonna go ahead and count him here, even though Stu's survival has long been up for discussion. He returned in an early draft of Scream 3, and Lillard has said he'd love to return for Scream 6, which comes out in just a few months.
I wish. Tell the people that make these decisions I'm available.
But if he's alive in that movie, I don't want any of you future fucks leaving comments saying I got it wrong, okay? I work with what I know. Sydney finds out that Randy's still alive, and Randy's face finds out that Billy's fist is still alive. Sid fingers his wound, and he's shot down by Gail, but Randy warns them not to get too comfortable.
This is the moment when the supposedly dead killer comes back to life for one last scare.
Sure enough, Billy does, but Sydney puts a bullet in his head. She's just a badass like that. All right, who's still living after everything? Sid's dad? Okay, that's cool. Deputy Dewey? All right.
All right, Officer Dewey's still alive. My favorite character.
Even better, especially since that wasn't always the case.
When we shot the final scene, so I came out on the stretcher and I was dead. And then Wes did a second take and he said, you know what, just kind of give him a nod or something. It shows that you're still alive.
It was a last-minute idea from Craven to keep Dewey alive, and man, am I glad he did. Love my little doo-doo Kachu. The sun begins to rise as emergency vehicles arrive, and the movie ends with Gale Weathers giving a first-hand report on the Woodsboro murders. How many horror characters should have seen their deaths coming? Let's find out.
Yeah, I like James talking about how many kill counts die in the movie.
Out and get to the numbers. Oh, you can just stay right there, though. I'll be right back! There were 7 kills in Scream, a solid single-digit start for the series. The victims consisted of 5 men and 2 women, so a more than 2-to-1 ratio of dudes. This count and gender breakdown was only seen once before, in that Boy Meets World episode I covered. Remember that? Good times. With a runtime of 111 minutes, that left us with a kill on average every 15.86 minutes. I'll give the Golden Chainsaw for coolest kill to Casey Becker. Lots of great kills in this movie, but...
Yeah, I feel like that was the best scene of Scream 1 ever. The rest,
I've gotta give top honors to the one that scarred me as a child. The Machete for lamest kill will go to Principal Himbry. It's not very good. Doesn't even make me want to say ayy. And that's it. Scream.
Because he was stabbed with the scissors. And that's the worst kill.
Came out 5 days before Christmas in 1996. It didn't have a great opening, but it actually made more money in its subsequent weekends, which is rare. Great word of mouth kept it in theaters for 31 weeks, all the way to May. It grossed more than $100 million and ensured a speedy sequel the next year. I'll look at that next week, but until then, I'm James A. Janice. This has been the Kill Count. Hey everybody, thanks a lot for watching this Kill Count recount. Forgot my wedding ring. I mean, it's been a little bit since I filmed one, and also, I don't know, Billy Loomis doesn't wear a wedding ring, so I was just in character. Thank you for your patience with the start of this year. It's not been a very good start of the year, but you know, we're back on it with the recounts, and of course this will lead to the Scream 2022 Kill Count. And then after that, the plan is to continue with weekly kill counts of new movies that we've never covered before, so isn't that exciting? Also, in case you don't follow me on Twitter, which you should, at DeadMeatJames, we are planning to see the return of the Dead Meat Horror Awards this year. We even hired a new producer on the Dead Meat staff, and her...
So what do you think about Dead Meat explaining each Scream, explaining Scream 1, like behind the scene, but people don't know about? And also, I love when you talk about it. And then read the comments. Venom line in horror movie history. You cannot stab nobody with a freaking umbrella. True. All right, guys. I'll be back. I'll be right back. Get some water. And I'm going to play a song. And I have 2 more videos. It'll be a 10. 13, like 14 minutes and 2 different interviews. And yeah, I'm gonna play a song and get some water. I'm thirsty. Where is it? All right. Okay, guys, I'll be right back.
Thunder in the distance. Hear the crowd ignite.
Shadows on the skyline.
Lightning in the fight. Footsteps shaking, arenas tonight. The storm is coming. Step into the light. I hear the war drums calling through the night. Fire in my veins, ready for the fight. Wings made of fury cut into the sky. Dreams forging battle will never die. Feel the ground shaking. Feel the world collide. A legend rising. No place left to hide. Hear the battle thunder in the crimson sky. Steel wings rising as the sparks fly high. Stand up, scream loud, feel the fire ignite. This is the moment, this is the fight. Are you ready now? Are you ready now? Let the chaos roar tonight. Echoes of warriors carved in the flame. Every scar earned in the heat of the game. No fear living inside my soul. The bell rings loud, lose control. Feel the ground shaking. Feel the world collide. A legend rising. No place left to hide. Hear the battle thunder in the crimson sky. Steel wings rising as the sparks fly high. Stand up, scream loud, feel the fire ignite. This is the moment, this is the fight. Are you ready now? Are you ready now? Let the chaos roar tonight. Roar! Rise up, stand tall. Hear the crowd when the giants fall. No fear, no lies. Victory screams through the skies. Hear the battle thunder in the crimson sky. Dreams burn brighter as the flames rise high. Hands in the air as the legends collide. The war begins, no place to hide. Are you ready now? Are you ready now? Let the whole world feel the fight.
What's up, everybody? I'm back. Told you I'll be right back. Anyways, so let's start off with this 2 interior find from Scream. So, so did an interview with Steve talking about Scream. Almost Gaining. And we'll see what the interview is all about, Steve. And for use.
You know, I actually want to talk a little bit about Scream too, because your character, Billy Loomis, it was only in the first film, but he's become one of the most iconic horror villains ever. And obviously you made a brief.
So basically, he wasn't in Scream 2, but people still talk about him in Scream 1, because you have a iconic role of Scream. And yeah.
return in the newer Screams, and now there's talk he might be in Scream 7. Why do you think Billy has stuck with people for so long? And is there anything you can share about possibly coming back again? I'm not sure if you can even say anything about that, but yeah.
I mean, I can say I have nothing to do with Scream 7. I'm not in it.
Like the actors that want to give. Oh, I'm not in Scream 7 or Scream 6 or 5, but I didn't see Scream 7, but I don't know he's in it because some other actors don't want to spoil. I heard that you're in like for Spider-Man or Mark Ruffalo, like for talking about like Doomsday. Oh, well, I'm not in the movie, but he won't like give away like that.
I've never read it. I have no idea what it's about. I know Matt's in it because I know Matt.
Yeah.
But other than that, I know nothing about it. Yeah, I don't, it's hard to know. I mean, I think, Wes Craven was really on to, this idea of the collective conscious and this idea that, certain characters can transcend, the screen and the imagination. And so he liked to, operate in a way that he used the humor to, open you up emotionally, and then he could scare the crap out of you. So there were, he's the real sort of genius behind it. And Kevin Williamson, who wrote Billy Loomis.
So basically, he thinking Wes Craven and Kevin, because Kevin who wrote Billy Loomis, or Steve, his character Billy Loomis.
Obviously, I was just sort of the person who got to embody it, and I don't know. It's still in, like, we go to these conventions and people are still rabid about Scream and the original.
That is true. Even I go to any con about horror con, Monsterpalooza, Creep IE, Midnight Summer Scream. People just like Ghostface more, and also like their character. Because trust me, if you go to a horror con, you will love it. Nice people to talk to you. Better, like I would say, go to horror con or anime con. You'll have more fun. Power Ranger con, wrestling con, yeah, because they have more population. So, cause right now Power Ranger is dead. So, nothing new. So, wrestling keep on going, horror keep on going, anime keep on going. That's the facts.
Scream and all that, and be 30 years next year, and we have no idea why.
Well,
but I'm very grateful for it.
Yeah, I spoken to other people from the cast as well, like David Arquette and Jamie Kennedy, and they've both said like this film, it started off like such a small thing, and the fact that it became like such a cultural phenomenon, like none of you guys expected that, and like it must be really surreal to when you're a part of that film, being in it, knowing that like again you're just hoping like people watch the movie in general for anything you do, right, as an actor, and the fact that it's been standing the test of time, almost 30 years. Must be like the best feeling ever, man. Like that now that it's being passed down through generations.
Yeah,
it's true. Cause I see kids, even in high school, or even like parents that raise their kids into the horror. Cause I got a couple of friends that have kids was starting watching horror movie now than before. If I have a kid, I would let them watch horror now as a kid. Like I would say watch them like in 7th or 8th grade. Not like elementary age.
It's very rewarding for sure. I mean, I think as an artist, you're always wanting to grow, and you want every film to wind up like that. So But yeah, it's very, very rare. And I'm astounded by it. And like I said, very grateful for what it's, what it provides me. But yeah, it's I think you always hope to have one of those at least every decade that, like, people talk about for a while.
I actually read that Scream, it almost got shut down just like 2 weeks into filming. And after they sent in the Drew Barrymore scene and the studio didn't really understand what the movie was. But when you heard that news at the time, what was going through your mind? And how did you and the rest of the cast react to the possibility of production being stopped so early?
They never let us know. We found out in hindsight many, many, many years later. There may have been some people that knew. I don't know if Nev knew. I don't know. But I was not aware of it. And
So basically, during the Bellamore scene, the opening scene, that they're gonna cut or discontinue up the screen because they don't know what they're talking about, and they like barely find out. I feel like some Hollywood directors or not director who have the property, like the studio keep like everything a secret towards the actors or the director. I don't know. I'm not there. That's my opinion. And yeah,
they keep you very protected from, stuff like that, so you can focus and be confident and, and do good work. So they kept it from us. It was only later that we found that out.
Hey, bro, can you make me something that sounds like I just died, went to heaven in Japan, and some angels started singing to me?
So what do you think about the interview about with Steve Alright talking about it was a short video, but I need to find like the full clip. Like, comment, and share. See you on the next video. Peace. And there's one more interview. And this is like a 10 minutes and 25 seconds. Then I will bring up people who love Scream 1 and we'd like to talk about it. So Steve and Matthew Lillard look back and Scream 25 years later for use.
We were also very lucky that Skeet hates me and hit me with a phone.
I was just mad. He was playing it too funny.
I mean, he just doesn't like it when the funny guy gets to laugh.
In Scream 2, we got to see clips from Stab, and in that, Tori Spelling plays Sydney and Luke Wilson plays Billy. Matthew, who would you have liked to see play Stu?
Oh, your questions are good.
So basically Scream 1, 2, 3, in their universe, they call the Stab. So it's talking about Stab 1. And they ask who will play at your character. And people don't know, so I'll let you guys know.
Obviously, there's one choice that rises above them all. Tom Cruise would have been
I
amazing.
knew you were gonna say that.
Tom Cruise would be amazing as Steve.
So they want Tom Cruise. Matthew Lillard want Tom Cruise to be as himself from the movie Stab.
And I think it's time we made the offer.
Yeah, you think Tom is ready for?
Yes.
Is there a Stab 2 in the future?
So Matthew, you recently tweeted that you don't think that Stu, like that a TV would have taken Stu out. How would you like to see? How would you envision Stu returning to Scream 5?
Scarred. Well, he's not in 5, I'll tell you that. But whenever he comes back somewhere in the future, because that's what happens in horror movies all the time, they bring the killers back. He's scarred, but yet handsome with great abs.
That is true, because every time bring back the character, like when they died, they came back like Freddy Krueger, Jason, Michael Myers. Michael Myers never dies. I realized that. I feel, yeah, it's mostly Jason or Freddy Krueger or some other horror character.
So prosthetics, but like he's like shredded.
It's all the time in prison.
All he does is work out. Comes out, that'd be amazing. Just come out ripped,
shaved head,
like shaved head, like scarred face,
yeah,
like ripped. Oh, that's a good pitch. My wife will be super excited.
Will that involve face tats for you or not?
Oh, thank you. Yes, throat tat, face tat, like that would be badass.
Yes.
I really like that. I actually am really excited about this. Can we get behind this movement?
I can't wait for Scream 6. I think
Can we do like fan art? I need fan art of Stu post jail, scarred up and ripped like a comic book character.
I will ask our department to get on that immediately.
What, Stu? What? I got you, Mr. Lillard. I got you. You want? Let me use AI to do make this person have scars in his face with the prison outfit orange and jail bar. Boom. Send it to him. Someone I know who use AI to do Power Ranger content comic book. Oh, should not name that person. Next question.
Be like sexy and a gay icon, and people love him for all generations. Will be attracted to Stu.
This has to happen.
That's what we're doing now, but I do think the face they add a little zest to it.
God, I have to tell you something. That made me so oddly excited.
Skeet, you said in the past you had no idea that Scream was like a horror comedy, and then you realized. Do you remember what scene or like what day on set made you realize that it was not?
That is true. Scream is a horror comedy. I feel like Number in M Street is also a comedy. Also,
just as straightforward.
Day one. That's right. Day one. Day one. Scene one.
Day one. Where's my day one forever? Day one, no more.
Take one. Changed my whole perception of what it is we were out there doing. I mean, I think part of it was just the mindset of Billy and me getting into that mindset, that I saw it as this very serious documentary about two killers in high school, and I was researching serial killers and psychology of them and all this stuff, and so I didn't really key into the humor of the story until take one of day one, and it's the fountain scene, and and Matt and Jamie obviously have some very humorous moments in it, and I just remember thinking, what are they doing? Like, what? Like, don't they know how
ruining the movie?
Like, they're like, this isn't funny. It's not supposed to be funny. And man, was I wrong. But I very quickly aligned to the fact that it took many instruments to make this orchestra.
Yo, I'm gonna gut your a second, kid. Tell me something.
Did you really put her liver in the mailbox? Because I heard that they found her liver in the mailbox next to her spleen and her pancreas.
Where do you go? I'm trying to eat here.
So I know, Skeet, you were the one wearing the Ghostface costume in the scene, behind.
We actually both wore it in the same scene, just for kicks. Go ahead. Sorry, I cut off your question.
That was my question. So I think we're on the same page. Okay.
Yeah, it was just something, we were all there, and and you're not in the scene, you're kicking around and whatever. And I was like, Wes, can I like do one take? And he was like, yeah, of course, yeah, sure, whatever. And so I got to.
So basically, he had Miss West can wear the suit for the scene. So basically, Matthew Lillard and Steve both wearing the Ghostface outfit.
When it's that moment Jamie's watching Halloween and look behind you, and Ghostface goes behind him. I don't know whether I'm the one in the take that's used or if it's maybe Matt's, because he did the same thing. Maybe
I did the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So you were truly a team on this set. I love that.
We're on the desert island together. We're not playing games, Alexis.
I love that. Okay. Do you know who was killing who? Like if it was Billy versus Stu, do you guys ever argue about that? Was there back and forth?
Sadly, we think that we had discussions while shooting that nobody really remembers definitive answers. And between Kevin Williamson, the two of us, and Wes, nobody really knows.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's sort of up to, there's plenty of fan sort of fiction and
I was gonna say I watched a 20-minute video walking me through it, but I don't tell that guy that he's
we don't have that answer.
We get asked that a lot too, and it's
disappointing every time we say
come
no,
up with theories I think they've worked years on, and and you're like, we don't know, and you just see their
what we should say is we know, but we're not telling you.
Yeah.
That's our new answer. That's our new answer.
Yeah.
You're half right.
Keep working.
Keep working on it.
There was recently a moment in Loki where Tom Hiddleston says to a character, "I'll gut you like a fish, Casey," which is obviously a reference to Scream. Has there ever been a time where you were shocked by a Scream reference in pop culture?
I did not know that. Did you know that that was Loki?
I'm not aware of that. No.
Huh.
No. Me either. I didn't know that either.
Really? I will say that
I don't remember any right offhand, to be honest.
I will say the amount of Scream masks in the world that to me is surprising. How prevalent it is at Spirit, every Halloween, or if you're, handing out trick or treat.
True, there are a lot of Ghostface masks, different kinds. You got Ghostface with the devil horn. You got Ghostface like a scarecrow mask. Though Ghostface, you have Ghostface with sparkly pink. Everything Ghostface mask. Or the What's Up from Scary Movie mask. There are a lot of Ghostface out there.
You're handing out candy. Like every 10 people come up is in that mask, and that's a little. That's strange.
Have you ever been giving out candy on Halloween and saw a Ghostface costume?
A million times.
What was that?
My kids have been Ghostface.
Well, I say, do you know who I'm dressed up as for Halloween? They're like, no. I'm like, I'm dressed up as you. I'm dressed up as the killer from Scream. And they're like, no, you're not. I'm like, oh, yes, I am. I baffle them.
That's a fun
I'm the killer from Scream, and that's who I am this Christmas.
I love that. This Christmas, I was going to ask if you guys consider Scream a Christmas movie since it came out, I believe it was 5 days before Christmas.
No, I think it's so festive, and just there's so much love and like
kumbaya. It's the kumbaya experience.
It's a very heartwarming family film.
Didn't it come out on Christmas?
I believe
Christmas Eve, I believe, right? Or
I think
Boxing Day.
a few days before.
A few days before. Okay.
So basically, Scream come out before Christmas.
Yeah. So Matthew, obviously, you have to know that pretty much all of my friends do is quote your lines from that ending scene. And I know that you ad-libbed a few lines like my mom and dad are going to be so mad at me and the Houston have a problem. Were there any other lines that you ad-libbed during?
I don't think Houston we have a problem. I think Houston we have a problem was in the script actually. I don't remember. Anyways, but yeah, you hit me with a phone, Dave, for sure. My mom and dad are gonna be so mad at me. I think I'm dying here, man. Oh no, that was in the script.
That's in the script, but the mom and dad isn't. Yeah.
Mom and dad, hello?
My mom and dad are gonna be so mad.
But look, I think it speaks to that Kevin wrote an incredible script, and then Wes sort of let us have, we would take a run after, we'd get a take for ourselves, and I would throw stuff in, and I was lucky he just kept some of it. And we were also very lucky that Skeet hates me and hit me with a phone.
I was just mad. He was playing it too funny.
I mean, he just doesn't like it when the funny guy gets the laugh. One of the great things about this 25th anniversary is that you get to look back on a moment in your life when you were young and sort of, it was our introduction to Hollywood. It was sort of our first hit between all of us. And there's this really sort of emotional connection to that film because we were all kids, and it's just been really lovely to spend the last 2 days reminding ourselves of how much fun we had and how special that movie is and making that movie was at that time between Wes and who we were as people and sort of no kids and no wives or husbands and unattached and sort of just going for it and making something that ends up being iconic all these years later.
Iconic. Matthew, will you please say that I'm feeling woozy line?
I've been feeling woozy, all right? I can't take anymore. I'm feeling a little woozy here.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little woozy here, man. It's kind of it's.
I like that party. I feel a little woozy here, guys. I'll be right back. You hit me with the phone.
It's kind of hey man, it's a little the dude. Hey man,
It does sound like the
I'm
dude.
woozy, man. I think I'm dying. He's got that thing. It's
So what do you think about this interview with Steve and Matthew Littler talking about Scream 25th anniversary? Like, comment, share. See you on the next video. All right, guys. I don't recall. Honestly, Randy never did anything for me. I'm glad you brought it to the second movie. Ha 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 ha. DJ Colin, what's up? Geek, what's up? as with any scene that is the 7 movie dip and 30-year-old, you're going to have some wrong turn into seeing some point. Ha ha ha. All right. I will drop the link. Let's talk about Scream 7. No, Scream 1. Man, so many Scream movies, but I keep confused about Scream 1 from the 1996. Drop the link, and I will say, hit the link, motherfucker. Hi, green tea. Mean green. Well, I say green tea. I'm thinking about green tea right now. I'm gonna play a short.
The phone rings. You answer it. And suddenly your night turns into a damn nightmare. You think you're safe. Nobody is safe tonight. The silence creeps across the floor, a shadow standing at the door, cold breath hiding in the dark, another victim, another mark, your heartbeat racing in your chest, you pray tonight won't be your last, a whisper crawling through the line, I'm coming for you, right on time, run if you want, scream if you try, but when the mask appears, you know you're gonna die!
Ghostface rising in the dead of night.
Laid in the dark where the fear ignites.
Hear the screams under blood red skies.
Nobody escapes when Ghostface arrives.
Running through shadows, nowhere to hide.
The killer laughs while terror collides.
When the phone rings, say goodbye.
Ghostface lives.
Tonight you die.
Streetlights flicker, bodies fall, bloody messages on the wall. Different killers wear the face, but the nightmare never leaves this place. Every sequence, every scream, another victim in the dream. A twisted game of fear and fate, and you just answered way too late.
You feel the panic in your veins, the terror driving you insane. The mask appears inside your mind.
Ghostface is always right behind.
Face rising in the dead of night.
Blade in the dark where the fear ignites.
Hear the screams under blood red skies.
Nobody escapes when Ghostface arrives.
Ghostface rising, terror unleashed.
The nightmare hunts you like a beast.
When the phone rings, say goodbye.
Ghostface lives.
Tonight you die.
Let me tell you something. This isn't just a killer. This is a legend built from fear. Every generation, someone new puts on the mask. And when they do, the screaming starts all over again. remain.
Ghostface rises again and again. Ghostface rising, hear the cry.
Under the moon where the victims lie.
The mask will haunt you till the end.
Ghostface lives again. Hello. What's your favorite scary movie?
Okay, guys, I'm back. Trying to talk about Scream. Also, try to find all the screen actors I met. So lately, I've been uploading YouTube shorts to build my audience up. So I have some couple videos. You guys can check them out. Because if you build your audience, I learned this from Henry, that if you do YouTube shorts, you bring more people to your YouTube channel and you get easy to build more watch time hour for YouTube shorts. Also, you can get new audience to watch your stuff. So lately I've been doing that lately. So a couple autograph, some wrestling, some movie actors from the horror, Power Rangers. So yeah. Lately I've been dropping stuff. Also, I make my first PSA. Couple new songs. You can check it out. I need to finish the Pasadena Comic-Con. I'm missing some couple videos, but I need to work on it. So yeah. I will drop the link if people want to come out, talk about Scream movie you like horror movie, and many more. If you want to discuss that, you are welcome. And also, like the stream, guys. Like the stream. I keep on forgetting, like the stream. And build more audience, too. Like, comment, or share if you like horror movies. But during this Friday, at Rudy Court, we're going to watch Scream 1. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . or Scream 2, like a movie night chill. Get your popcorn and get ready. So every Friday night, we're going to watch a movie. I record. So basically, I can get that a Tubi or some other website for free. So we can watch Scream. And so for I'm just gonna play music, and people want to come up, and that's it.
Are you ready? Loading, loading. Mr. Rudy. I'm a true real man. Feel it in my motion. Mr. Rudy. In it all emotion. Soft but electric. Yeah, I glow up toxic. Feminine fire. Yeah, I'm the topic. No one can top it. Pop, pop, rocket. Velvet thunder in a pink chrome cockpit. Digital heart can't stop it. Mr. Rudy, baby, I'm iconic. They say level up, I say which kind? If strength is a cage, I redesign. Gloss on my armor, lacing my spine. Future nostalgia, but make it divine. Dripping in truth, can't nobody fault ya. Kindness loud, but my aura softer. Velvet devotion, poetic emotion. Masculine myth, yeah, I recompose it. Pretty ghost glow with a tender flame. I don't play rough, I rewrite the game. I nearly know I bend the frame. Confidence cute, but I still got aim. You can't box me in, you can't slow me down. Soft is power, watch me with a crown. I'm a true real man, feel it in my motion. Mr. Rudy, and all emotion. Soft but electric, yeah, I glow up toxic. Feminine fire, yeah, I'm the topic. No one can stop it, pop, pop, rocket. Velvet thunder in a pink chrome cockpit. Digital heart can't stop it. Mr. Rudy, baby, I'm iconic. Low voice, calm storm, steady devotion. Pretty deadly with a tender emotion. Sugar and steel in the same devotion. Masculinity fluid, ocean in motion. If love is loud, I'll sing it higher. If strength is silent, I spark the fire. Heels or boots, still walk desire. Sweet but savage, wired on choir. Future boy glow with nostalgic glitter. Gentle hands, but my spine gets bigger. I don't compete, I transcend figure. Confident sugar, but the bass hits quicker. Hey, Mr. Rudy, are you there? Yeah, I'm right here, crystal clear. Soft don't mean weak, cute don't mean small. I can cry and still stand tall. Digital diva, Mr. Rudy. Beep, beep, beaver. I'm a true real man. Feel it in my motion. Mr. Rudy. In an all motion. Mr. Rudy, baby. No one can top it. Feminine fire. Yeah, I'm the topic. No one can stop it. Baby, I pop it. Sweet revolution. Watch how we're rocking. Heart so loud, can nobody stop it. Mr. Rudy. Forever iconic.
Greeting people from the internet. I'm your host, Chef Mikey. Wait. Not, I'm not Chef Mikey. I'm your host. Heavy. Oh, no. Greeting. Error. Just kidding. What's up, everybody? My boy, Rudy. Mr. Rudy, doing this special PSA public announcement. So I'm planning to do this Easter day, talk about my YouTube channel. So right now, I have 180 subscribers. Almost finished watch time hour. I hit the 500 or 1,000 mark to get me monetized during the summer or end of the year. Will be an amazing grand prize. We hit the 1,000 free giveaways and many more. And I'm planning to do a second channel. It's called Rudy Video Game. We're gonna play some amazing PS5 games, some anime, some wrestling, and many more. And also, I'm planning to do another third channel. It's called Rudy Training Cards. So I would like to collect training cards like baseball. No, not baseball, my bad. I don't collect baseball. Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, WWE, and some anime like Demon Slayer and Dragon Ball Z, and many more. Stay tuned to that coming during this summer, both of the channel. Remember, like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and ring the damn bell. It's free. See you in the next time. Peace. I'm out. All right, guys. See you on the next live or record for the scary movie, Scream 1. Arrow, hit the link. Just kidding. Hit the link, motherfucker. I like to make fun of him. Oh, you want to smoke? Just kidding. Arrow, you did an amazing stream today. Not tonight. I am too scared of Birdie. Oh, he did not want to smoke. Too much smoke. Arrow. Oh, all right, Arrow. See you on my next PSA message. Just kidding, Arrow. I like to joke around with people. They're like, we like to mess around. Like certain people cannot handle it. Should be named. Anyways, so let me see, hit the 2 hour mark. So I got 2 minutes. Now you're cool laughing at. Oh, you upload your PSA? Is it done yet? So we can play it. Oh, it's up. I'll find it, Arrow. I'll find it. Your PSA. Best PSA. No, I think Chef Modu is the best PSA. Let's play Arrow PSA message. for use. No, I don't know.
Can you play the organs, please? Brothers and sisters, can I get an amen? Because on this Easter Sunday,
I get you, amen. Amen, brother. Praise the Lord. Our best YouTuber talk about wrestling content in the ever stream.
we are not just gathered here for another announcement. Oh, no, 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 no. We are here to testify. We are.
Testify, brother. Testify of your knowledge about pro wrestling. That you make the best content ever of pro wrestling like no other than somebody should name you know who think to make the best wrestling content out there.
We're here to celebrate. We here to say that the T-Drop has officially become a YouTube partner. And that, my friends, did not happen by luck. No, no, no. That did not happen by accident. That happened because the people showed up. The marks showed up.
Because the mark name, the Big Rudy Show, and the Chef Matthew, and Arrowverse is going wild. Sorry, my voice. What you gonna do when Arrow drop the T on you, brother?
The real ones showed up. The day ones, the new ones, the loud ones, and the faithful ones. Every single one of you helped carry this thing to the promised land. So let the congregation say, Amen. Because the channel was built on passion, built on energy, built on hot takes, strong brew, and absolute.
I feel the power of. I feel the power of knowledge of Arrow coming through my computer screen. Yes, Arrow, tell me more about the T-Drop. We don't handle soft behavior around this.
Absolutely no soft behavior. And now, look where we are. We took the vision. We took the grind. We took every upload, every comment, every share, every view, every late night idea, every little push forward. And with your help, we turned it into something real. A YouTube partner. That means the mission is growing. That means the fire is growing. That means the T-Drop is not slowing down. It is just the beginning. And it's just us getting warmed up. So from the bottom of my heart, music keep going. Thank you to everybody who watched. Thank you to everybody who subscribed. Thank you to everybody who believed in the channel before it got here. Because you did this. That is your win too. This is your win too. So on this blessed day, let it know the T-Drop stands tall. The T-Drop is breaking through, and the T-Drop is walking into a brand new session. Bigger videos, bigger moments, bigger energy. And if you're riding with us now, give thanks. If you're even here from the start, give thanks. And if you're joining the...
I've been there since day one when Arrow first started his video game journey Now he's a wrestling content creator. Garo, some great idea. 10 to 1%. His name. Call him Mr. Poopman. McMahon.
Movement, pull up a seat because the sermons has only just begun. God bless you. God bless the arrowheads and God bless the teardrop. Now, somebody say with me, strong Bruins, no soft behavior. Can you play the organs, please? Brothers and
Really, doing my promo was listen to the PSA is wow. Oh yeah. Man, I should do that in my voice. Like, give you let me go full screen. Welcome to the Rudyverse. You know who I am. I am Chef Maku. Wait. I'm not Chef Maku. Wait. Welcome to the people of the internet. My name, your host, Heavy. No. Don't talk about that guy. He don't make great content. Last time, let's talk about the T-drop. Wait. I'm not talking about the T-drop. That is Arrow. So let me tell you something, Rudy Universe. Are you ready to start a new revolution? Rudy gonna do 2 new YouTube channel. It's called Rudy Video Game and Rudy Trading Cards. Rudy Video Game gonna talk about playing PS5 games. WWE, I need to download that game first. An anime game like Dragon Ball Z or Fortnite, like 6-7. No. Get your 6-7 at the door. It's time to play the game. Let's play trading cards like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! It's your move, or many more, or something else, brother. Can we testify that? Remember, are you ready to subscribe to my YouTube channel? What you gonna do if you not subscribe to the Big Rudy Show? Because Rudy will go wild on you on the next PSA message, brother. Man, I can't do that. Deep voice. Alright, guys. See you in the next video. Peace and love. Alright, guys. See you in the next video. Peace. I'm out.